Hi, I'm Jenny.
And I'm Elsie.
And we are semi-serious. And this is our podcast.
Recording for the first time.
In the same room.
Together.
Crazy.
Because
it's Christmas!
Yay! Today is December 25th. I forgot the month for a second. I was going to say October. But it's not October.
Jesus' birthday. And if you
believe.
Do you believe in Jesus?
Which I don't.
I believe in Jesus. Like the man. Like, I think he was a real person.
Yeah, probably.
Like, I believe in Jesus as, like, a philosopher. Because if you take his stuff, it's, like, really, like, deep things. But then you have the religion context, and it's like, oh. But
True.
I don't know. I took too many Jesus classes in college.
Yeah, you went to a Jesuit university.
So did you.
Yeah, but we only had to take one theology class.
I had to take 3.
And I took the Holocaust and genocide. So it wasn't really about Jesus.
I took Jesus in film, Jesus across cultures, and then like a ways of understanding religion class.
Jesus.
So lots of Jesus in my life in college. But yeah, we are in Windsor, California.
Don't give them my location.
No. Bleep that out.
Well, edit it out. Maybe. We'll see.
All
our fans are gonna show up at my
They're
door.
gonna be at your door tomorrow
and give me presents. So maybe, I'll keep it in.
But yeah, it's exciting. We celebrate Christmas on the 24th, Christmas Eve.
Yeah, which is that like a Catholic thing or is that like a Mexican thing? Or is it both?
I think it might be both because I have a few white friends that celebrate on the 20th. Like, they get together on the 24th, but they don't open presents until, like, the next morning on the 25th.
Isn't that what most families do? White people out there, please inform us of how you celebrate Christmas.
Tweet at us with your answers. Or if you're Catholic and not Mexican. I guess it could be not just
that's more
white
interesting.
people.
I don't need to know how, like, Jewish people celebrate Christmas because I know they don't.
Yeah, unless they celebrate, like,
both of them?
Like capitalism Christmas. Commercialized Christmas, not capitalism. Like the whole idea of like, might as well just have a tree.
Like Charlotte in Sex and the City?
Yeah. Exactly.
But she had her tree in July. Because she was trying to become like a real Jew.
But I don't know. Anyways, this year we did something a little different for Christmas. We went to like a party at a restaurant.
Yeah, we usually have Christmas at my house and everyone just
drinks.
Hangs out here, yeah.
Hangs.
But my dad insisted we go to my boss. He's not my boss. His boss's restaurants. Yeah, that's also where we had Thanksgiving.
So I guess it's not like our restaurant where we celebrate our things.
Our holidays. I don't know, this is the first year we're doing it, and
needless to say, we bounced as soon as we could to keep up with real tradition and play our annual Merry Crunkmas beer pong tournament, which I just named that out right now on the spot.
No, I captioned it yesterday.
No, but like the tournament.
Oh. Yeah, it's not really a tournament though because we played like 2 games and then we're like,
we're done.
Okay.
We're getting old.
So, tournament is a strong word.
That's true. But we played 2 rounds this year and we lost, unfortunately.
It's okay.
But
we're all winners, really.
True.
If you think about it when it comes to beer pong.
True. So. Very true. But that was our Christmas Eve. And now it's Christmas Day.
When we do nothing.
We do absolutely nothing. We're supposed to be going to church. We'll see if that happens.
I'm too tired.
Me too, actually.
And then your brother said, isn't church closed? It's Christmas Day.
That was my little brother. Which, he brings up a really good point, because everything closes down, except for church, apparently. And a few restaurants.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, popular, famous, I guess could also work. Christmas tradition is watching movies, like going to the movie theater on Christmas Day. And speaking of movies that have come out recently, very recently, The Interview.
Yeah, like 2 hours ago. It was going to come out at 10 a.m. Pacific time.
I like how you know the time that it was going to come out.
Yeah, I don't know. It's all over
all over your Twitter feed.
Social media feeds.
Yeah. A lot of stuff going on with that movie. A lot of cancellation. A lot of, yes, we're going to show this movie. No, we're not going to show this movie.
A lot of, we can't give in to terrorism, but like, oh, we need to like protect and be as safe as we can be. I don't know. I thought it was a really confusing situation.
To
the point where, like, now, like, I could care less about the movie. I kind of cared about it when they were like, oh, it got pulled. Or they were thinking about pulling it. And then I was like, oh, that's interesting. And now I'm like, ugh, like.
Why do you care about the movie?
Huh?
Why did you care about the movie? Just because it was going to get pulled?
Yeah, because, I mean, that means it has to be, like, there has to be something there that's really, like,
the fact that they were going to kill the leader of North Korea, that was the controversial part.
I thought it was more of how, I don't know.
Or how they're portraying North Korea as well, in addition to the thing. Hi, Mom. We're recording our show, and you're ruining it again. There's no sign this time.
No lock.
Yeah.
Second appearance of the season.
I'm going to probably edit it out.
But yeah, anyways.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm like you. I'm like over the whole thing. Like, I could care less. When the trailers came out, I was like, this is literally the dumbest movie I've ever seen in my life.
See,
like,
I thought that too, but I watched This Is the End, and I loved that movie. I thought it was so funny. But then again, I think a lot of things are really funny. Like, my sense of humor is, like,
pretty
low. So if you ever, like, want to feel like you're
funny,
like, I would think it's hysterical. So I was like, oh, like, This Is the End was a good movie, I thought. And I was like, oh, maybe The Interview would be good. But now I'm like, just like, I personally think it was a whole publicity stunt, and it's just kind of, like, failed now, because I think a lot of people have kind of lost interest.
There's too much back and forth, too much drama.
Yeah,
I don't know. I thought it was funny that people were, like, complaining, like, this is, like, censoring art, and, like, that's not what America's about. Like, we're freedom of speech, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like,
but can you really call a Seth Rogen and James Franco movie art?
No. I mean, maybe some movies, but not this one.
Yeah.
I would not.
No offense,
Seth Spring Breakers.
James.
Yes.
We love you.
Art. Did you say we love James Franco?
Seth and James. That's no
Seth
offense
and James.
to you guys. Love you.
Friends of the podcast.
Yeah. Hang out with them for New Year's.
If they want to go to Big Sur.
Or in Portland.
That's where we'll be.
Hit us up.
What if I ran into James Franco or Seth Rogen in Big Sur?
That'd be really funny.
Just like
actually,
casually.
Today I'm gonna go hang out in Palo Alto because James Franco's probably there.
This is your goal.
Well, okay. Well, James Franco is from Palo Alto. I think everybody knows that because he did that movie and that book.
Neighboring town.
I went to school in the neighboring town, high school, and there's this famous restaurant, I guess, called, not famous, what am I talking about? It's called Baroni's. It's a local famous place, and James Franco always goes there randomly, and a bunch of people have met him there from my high school. So I'm like, maybe he'll be there. It's be my turn to meet him.
What would you say to James Franco?
I should be like, can we take a selfie? And he'll probably say yes.
Then I'll probably
and then I'll be
phone
like,
number and try to like.
And then I'll be like, oh, like you should listen to our podcast.
We mention you.
We talk about you. How much we.
Isn't this the first time we've ever brought up?
Yeah, but he doesn't have to know that. He doesn't have to know that.
He listens to every episode just to hear his name.
Yep, that's it. Anyways,
I don't plan on watching this movie.
I don't think I'm gonna watch it either unless it's like eventually
readily
played
available
on TV. Then I'll watch it.
Yeah, no, it's just not my type of movie. I saw the first like 20 minutes of This Is the End, and then I was like, this is fucking stupid.
I think it's funny. I thought it was hilarious.
No, like I said, the only funny part is Michael Cera, and he dies like right away.
Spoiler alert.
I mean, everyone in that movie dies.
Everyone.
I didn't read the plot line, but like a lot of people like in the beginning of the movie die. But it's not even like that. Like, it's not something shocking or anything. It's not like I'm really ruining the plot of the movie.
Actually, there's a part in the movie that's like really scary. Like, I was like freaking out.
Is it in the first 20 minutes?
No.
Okay. I was like, did I see it?
But yeah, anyways.
Ow. I keep like, I'm rubbing this bruise I have on my knee, and I should stop, but I can't. Because it is oddly comforting.
Yeah.
Anyways, on to another movie that we both saw recently.
Yes.
And actually want to talk about. Well, I mean,
it's perfectly titled for the day.
Yeah, Happy Christmas.
That's the movie.
That's
not
the title of the movie.
The title.
We're not wishing you a happy Christmas.
Don't
Maybe
do
at
what
the
I
end we
did.
will.
And Elsie goes, let's talk about Happy Christmas. And I'm like, Happy Christmas, Ron. And then she just said, Happy Christmas, Harry.
Have never been a Harry Potter fan.
So. Oh, neither am I. But I just love that line.
Not even the movies?
I've watched, I've only seen the first 4 movies.
I haven't seen any of them.
Oh, they're good movies.
I don't care about them. Sorry.
Apparently, people who read the book say the movies suck, but I never read the book, so.
Yeah, the books were boring as shit.
Yeah.
I tried reading the book, and I was
too.
like, this is so lame.
I tried reading the first book, and I, lied about it for my book report in 4th grade.
Nice going.
I only read 1 chapter, but I was like, this is what the whole book's about. My teacher believes me.
What an idiot. Just kidding.
Happy Christmas.
Yeah, it's a movie on Netflix, so you can watch it if you want after this riveting review that we give it. It is another, what's his name? Joe Swanberg film.
Yes, we talked about him already.
Yeah, he also made Drinking Buddies, which
we potted about.
We potted about. So this is my second Swanberg film. Yours too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like we mentioned before, he's like really big in the mumblecore movement, which is funny because I was reading an article after finishing Happy Christmas, and he was like, yeah, I feel like that whole word has like moved on, like evolved from its original meaning, and it kind of became like a bad word in like their film group, being like they didn't like being called or labeled mumblecore.
But what do they want to be labeled as?
Well, I don't think he minds it so much anymore, if I remember the article correctly. But at first he was like, yeah, it was kind of like limiting because my movies aren't really like that anymore. His budgets are a little bigger now and stuff, so there's a little more like production behind it than before. I think the only thing that's like still mumblecore about it is like the fact that he doesn't have any scripts. He just has an outline for like what's gonna happen in the movie, and then like really simple basic plot lines, but like there's more money backed into the movies now as opposed in the beginning where he was basically just like funding the whole thing himself and like losing money making these things as opposed to like making money, which he's starting to do now.
Interesting. Well, and Happy Christmas to very famous faces that you'd recognize are Anna Kendrick and Lena Dunham.
Yeah, they're both in it.
They're both in that
movie. Her first name's Mallory. I don't know her last name. She's in like a lot of little roles.
The wife?
The wife, yeah.
I don't know her last name.
Me either, but and I'm trying to remember like what movies she's been in that I'm like, oh, this is what, because she's been in like a few movies that I've seen.
Yeah.
And then she's going to be in a movie that's coming out called We'll Never Have Paris, which looks kind of interesting. But the trailer like gave away, I think, you know when trailers give away too much of the plot line?
Oh, that's the worst.
I think this trailer gave away too much of the plot line, so now I kind of don't want to see it.
No.
Because you basically know what's going to happen through the whole thing. Mallory.
No, Melanie.
Melanie. Close.
Melanie Lynskey.
But yeah, so the movie is about Annie Kendrick is the main character. She's
in Perks.
Melanie is the weird, creepy aunt in Perks of Being a Wallflower. But don't let that ruin your perception of her as an actress.
Anyways.
But yeah, so Anna Kendrick is the main character, and she goes to live with her older brother, for a little bit after she breaks up with her boyfriend who she had been dating for a really long time. And she's like 27 and she's still like really naive. Not naive, I guess. She's a little naive. She's still very like young, immature is what I was looking for. Irresponsible, selfish.
Like the first night she gets completely blacked out wasted.
Yeah, and then so her brother just had a baby too.
Yeah.
So there's like a baby at home. And I think like Melanie's character, it was excited to have Anna Kendrick's character move in because she would like have help with the baby, but now she doesn't trust Anna Kendrick's character because she came home super drunk, even though she was supposed to babysit him the next day. Yeah. So basically the movie is just about them trying to figure out this new dynamic of the three of them living, 4 if you include the baby, living together. And it's the span of like probably like 2 weeks, I think, or something. Maybe a little more, maybe a little less.
I feel like it's 2 weeks, because I think it's like it's like right when you start celebrating Christmas until Christmas Day.
Yeah.
So maybe like 2-3 weeks
span of time wise.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Lena Dunham plays Anna Kendrick's like old friend or something, and she was funny in it.
Yeah, I liked her.
She had a small role.
Yeah.
She was like in the first half of it, but like she was funny. But I also found her character like annoying. I was like, when she was like interacting with Melanie's character.
Yeah.
I was like, but I know people like that character in real life that are like kind of like
You're
airy.
so beautiful.
Yeah, and like don't have a filter and will just like say,
but
it's like all compliments and like. Well, I guess when she calls the baby gross, it's not a compliment.
That's true.
but
yeah, they had
cool.
some. I don't know. I really liked the movie. But then I'm also a big fan when movies focus on relationships between people.
Yeah.
As opposed to like, movies about like, finding yourself. Those are great movies. But I find the ones where it's like actually figuring out how relationships between 2 different people or 3 different people are gonna work out. I find those more interesting.
Yeah, when it gets like deeper into it and like.
Which is why I really, what's
Joe
the
Swanberg?
writer? Yes. I really liked his movie so far, because Drinking Buddies, I think, is also about relationships between
different
people. So, if you like that kind of movie, definitely go see both of these movies.
Yeah, and Anna Kendrick is in Drinking Buddies, too.
Yeah, she is.
And Olivia Wilde and Jake Johnson, not Jack Johnson, not the singer.
Johnson. Yeah.
The only thing that I didn't like, but that's because I was like, that's like such a stupid, like bitchy move, was when she was like with her like love interest in the end, and she's like, she got mad at him for like not spending the night with her Christmas Eve.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, he has to go see his mom. Like, he can't spend the night with, like, why are you taking this so to heart? But also, I understand because she's like just barely getting over someone, and she's like the tiniest crack of like opening up, and then he's like being like, no, I can't.
Yeah.
But like that's not even what he was like really. I don't know. I was just like really annoyed at those. But that wasn't like a film thing. That was just like the character thing, and that was definitely something she would do. That's like true to character.
Yeah.
But I was just like, you're annoying. I hate you.
Yeah. I don't know. I found her character annoying at times, but also like I really liked her. But I think it's just because I don't know. I feel that as a young 20-year-old, I could like see myself that maybe happening to me, and I'm like, oh my god, I don't want to be that person. But it's like, wait, no, I could totally be that person.
Yeah, for sure. I think I saw parts of myself in it.
Yeah, me too.
But I can't believe she's 27 in the movie.
Yeah, I would have thought she was 25.
24, 25.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. 27's a little old to be acting that way.
Exactly. Like, she gets completely wasted and almost burns down the house.
That's when she gets high. And
she was,
wasted.
like, cross-faded.
Yeah. She left a pizza in the oven. We're like telling the whole plot line.
But
it's okay.
It's okay. I mean,
even though we told you the whole thing, you'll still want to watch it.
Yeah. It's one of those movies where the ending's ambiguous, so we're not ruining the ending for you.
It kind of just ends.
You just ruin the ending for them.
But they don't know when it's going to end.
That's true. They just don't know when it's going to end.
Unless you, like, check the time.
It's just basically, like we had said, I think it was our first podcast, it's just kind of a snapshot into people's lives.
Yeah.
So it's not like we're ruining the movie at all. If you appreciate
there's not a lot that happens anyways.
You'll appreciate this movie.
Yeah. The thing that I found so interesting about it was that it's the same length as my favorite movie of 2014, which is Obvious Child. That's like 3 minutes difference.
I honestly think that all movies should be about an hour and a half, about 90 minutes.
Yeah. Anything longer than that, I'm always really hesitant to watch it. I'm like,
me too.
Too long.
Me too. I completely agree. Like,
because Obvious Child is like 85 minutes, and it's like a complete story.
Yeah, it's like there's no need to have a 3-hour movie.
Yeah, and if it's like,
unless
I feel like it's a shorter movie, it's also better because they don't have time to waste in like scenes that like are bad.
You don't have
everything has to be really good because you
only have like 90
so much
minutes
time to do it.
The tops. Yeah. Which is why yesterday I ended up watching 2 movies that were both like 90 minutes at home in the morning. I finally watched Liberal Arts.
Oh, you did?
I finally watched that movie. And I also watched The One I Love.
That's on my list of things to watch.
Yeah. Both great movies.
Okay.
The One I Love, a lot of people might
Wait.
No, I'm just going to say really quick. No, nothing. People might think it's a really weird movie.
Yeah.
But if you liked Help Wanted which is Pete from The League. I don't know his real name.
I have no idea.
The actor.
I don't even know what movie that is.
The one with April
Ludgate?
Yeah, her real name.
Are you talking about Safety Not Guaranteed?
Oh, yes, Safety Not Guaranteed. Why does it say Help Wanted?
I've seen that.
If you like Safety Not Guaranteed, you'll like The One I Love. It's the same kind of, like, sci-fi, but, like...
Realistic sci-fi?
Realistic sci-fi thing.
Yeah. It's the same... It's Mark Duplass.
Is that his real name?
I don't know if he's in The League.
Yeah, he is.
I know
The League's a really great show.
Safety Not Guaranteed was in it.
He was the crazy
guy,
guy. Right? Yeah, that's Pete from The League.
Oh, okay.
Which he writes a lot of this stuff, too.
The same guy.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, yeah, because I saw the trailer for
this. It has Elizabeth Moss,
I Love.
The One I Love.
The One I Love. I saw the trailer for that like a while ago, and I was like, I don't know if I really like. It seems too weird for me to watch, but I've heard really good things about it.
It's a really good movie.
I have it on my Netflix list.
Yeah, all these movies we're talking about are Netflix
available because that's mainly how I watch movies.
Me too.
Yeah.
But yeah, both of those movies were about 90 minutes long. You easily watch 2 of them in one day.
Yeah, really good. It's like, okay, either the movie has to be like short, like 90 to 85 minutes long, or it has to be like Gone Girl long.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen that yet though.
You haven't seen it?
No. I almost bought the book so I can just like know what it's about because I can't for some reason I can't find 3 hours in a day.
No, I mean it's a long movie.
Yeah.
You would like need the excuse to like go to the movie theater and like sit down and like watch it there.
That's my plan.
But too late. I don't think they're still playing it.
They are still in my theater. They play like twice in one day.
You should go watch it.
I might do that. I have a break right now.
Yeah. But liberal arts, we can talk about that.
Yeah.
Because we've both seen it. That's with Josh
R.
I had it for a second, then I lost. The guy from How I Met Your Mother. The main guy from How I Met Your Mother.
Oh, that's him?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like him in How I Met Your Mother, but I really liked him in Liberal Arts.
I don't know, whatever. I don't watch that show either because I think it's stupid. But he's the main character in it, and then Elizabeth Olsen, which is Mary-Kate and Ashley's
love her.
sister. She's really cool.
She's really
like
good
way
actress.
Better than like the Olsen twins. Yeah. In my opinion, she's like super pretty and seems really cool.
She's a good actress.
She's a really good actress.
I was very, very impressed.
Yeah, but it's about this guy that goes back to his alma mater because his favorite professor is retiring, so he like goes to visit him and like give a speech or something for like his
is this a professor? I thought it was his dad.
No, that's his professor.
Oh.
And so he's like living in New York, and he's a guidance counselor at some college or something. And
he's admissions.
Admissions counselor. And he's a writer too, or no?
No, he just reads.
Oh, he's like one of those pretentious, douchey, liberal arts people. And he's like kind of burned out on his job and is like, my life sucks. I'm a sad white man. And so he goes back to his alma mater and he like feels young again because he's surrounded by all these young people. And then he meets Elizabeth Olsen, who's a sophomore, at his school, and she's like young and like refreshing and like is still like in love with life and stuff.
But like she wants to be a lot older than she actually is.
She's like more mature than she actually is, I feel like. I don't think she's like in a rush to grow up.
Yeah, she is. She said that in the movie.
I haven't stand corrected. When did I saw this? Like,
you saw it a while ago.
A couple months ago. And then so they meet, of course, and they Jenny just dropped her phone trying to figure out
like,
what his name is.
Internet.
I don't even know where my phone is.
Josh Radnor.
Radnor. That's his name. Josh Radnor. But yeah, so they like end up liking each other.
Yeah, but then he
through letters. They like write letters to each other because that's really archaic
and listen
like
to classical music.
Yeah, and listen to classical music. It's kind of part of it's kind of insufferable and like, but I ultimately did like it because I thought that it was gonna go a different way. I thought they were like gonna like actually
engage.
Spoilers. Obviously, all our reviews are like filled with just like what happens in the movie. I thought they were gonna like end up like really dating and like trying to give this a go
in like 90 minutes.
Yeah. I should have paid more attention to. Well, towards the end, I was like, oh, obviously they're not going to. But I thought they were like really gonna like go out, and I thought they were gonna have sex with each other, and I was like, that's really weird because he's really old and she's a sophomore. But that's not how it goes, and I think that's what saved the movie for me Because I was like, if he goes out with her, then he's just like a bad character. Like, he's just a shady guy.
Did you really think they were? I didn't think they were going to.
I think he was enough of a creep to like.
I didn't think he was a creep at all. I just feel like he had these feelings for this girl, but he knew it was wrong.
Yeah.
But like he was just gonna be like very like, what's the word I'm looking for? Not gentle. I felt like, I don't know. I didn't get that from him at all in the beginning of the movie.
I think I just didn't like his character.
Oh.
That much. Like, I thought he was annoying.
But honestly, the best part of this movie, big spoiler alert, but also, not spoiler alert, but big maybe like, yes, I'm going to go see this for a lot of girls. Best part of the movie. Zac Efron.
Yes! I totally forgot about Zac Efron.
Zac Efron is like the highlight of this movie.
He makes like a small cameo appearance, but
it's the greatest thing
the highlight
ever.
of the film.
He's
so
basically
funny.
like the film.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's the reason why the movie ends the way it ends. I'm not going to tell you how it ends.
I don't even remember how he's connected to the ending.
I just
remember him
so
in the...
people can watch it. That wasn't Zac Efron.
No, I know that wasn't him, but I just remember that's how it ended.
Oh.
But I don't know if that's actually how it ended.
No.
Okay, I got it wrong. But anyways, yeah. So if like...
You've never seen
If you're
Zac
on
Efron.
the fence of seeing this movie, see it because Zac Efron makes up for anything.
Yeah, and like he plays a character that you'd never think he would play, and he does it fabulously.
I think he would totally play that character.
I didn't think he would.
But you haven't seen that awkward moment.
I haven't seen that awkward moment, so.
Which I don't really recommend people. I mean,
go see it if you want good-looking dudes. It's kind of like
it
Magic
wasn't
Mike.
that bad.
Is it better than Magic Mike plotline?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Then definitely.
Well, I mean, it's not as dramatic. There's no like drug problems in the movie.
That's true.
It was alright. It was just kind of like cliche.
I mean, what did you expect?
This awkward moment is cliche, not liberal arts.
Liberal arts was good. Well, sorry if our podcast now has become a whole movie review.
This is like all the movies we've seen in 2014.
Basically. But, you know, some movies are
I think
great.
we should just like change our
whole
theme
concept
for the podcast. It's just like
movies.
All movies. all the time. And that'll be our
it could
slogan.
be like our semi-serious movie reviews that are not serious, but like
a little bit
serious.
We're serious about our opinions, but we're not serious about
how we say it. I don't know.
About like
we're not movie critics.
We don't take ourselves seriously.
Yes.
Or our opinions seriously. Like we're not like this is the definite. Like if you guys don't agree with me,
you're wrong.
In my point of view of this movie, then you obviously don't know anything about film.
Yeah.
Because I don't know anything about film either, so it's fine. But yeah, that was...
And it's the holidays. It's Christmas. Go see a movie. I guess...
see...
Oh, it won't be Christmas maybe when this goes...
No, it won't be. It'll be after Christmas.
Live. But it's Christmas holiday break.
Yeah, you have plenty of time to go
when
see a movie.
When you're hungover for New Year's Day.
Yeah, go see a movie.
See a movie. Love movies.
So yeah, liberal arts. I give it like not a sideways thumbs,
like
like not a neutral. Yeah, like a diagonal thumbs up. Not all the way thumbs up, but like a diagonal.
Yeah, me too.
I give Happy Holidays
Happy
a thumbs
Christmas.
Up. Happy Christmas. Damn it.
I give
thumbs up.
Me too.
And I give The Interview a thumbs down, even though I haven't seen it.
Yeah, me too.
But I don't want to see
thumbs
it. So
down. And then the one I love, I can give that a thumbs up.
I probably, if I get my chance to see it, I would probably give it a thumbs up too. Should I talk about a movie I just saw the other day that I didn't like, but everyone loves?
What?
Everyone. I don't know. It's a classic. The Graduate.
Oh, I've only seen parts of it.
Okay.
I haven't seen the whole thing.
I saw the whole thing.
I did just read your review and I was like, what are you talking about?
Well, it's a classic movie. It's like reserved in like the Library of Congress for like cultural significance. So it's like a big deal. It has Dustin Hoffman in it and some other actresses that I can't remember their names, but they're really pretty. One thing that threw me off though is that like his love interest looks like Lana Del Rey, and it's really weird.
A little bit.
A lot in the movie. In certain angles and stuff.
Lana Del Rey tries to be part of that life.
Yeah, probably.
You know?
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, so it's just about this guy that like has just graduated college, and he was like doing a lot, like being really successful in college. Like he was the president of this and that, and he like ran on the track team. He's like track star. But then he graduates and he doesn't know what he's doing, and he's like, I don't know what I'm doing. And then he starts to have an affair with his neighbor, who is married.
Everybody really talks about for The Graduate. Like, they call it, you're graduating. I don't know if you heard that. I've heard that. Where, like, a guy, like, has an affair with, like, an older woman.
that's like a thing that happens.
Yeah.
That's weird. I have not heard about that.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
But yeah, like, and she's obviously married and like a lot older than him. He's like 20 in the movie. And then he like falls in love with his daughter, with her daughter, the wife's daughter.
Okay.
And she's
Don't ruin the plotline because I haven't seen it.
But she's just like, you can't like date her.
Yeah.
But she's in love with her. But like the thing is, first off, Dustin Hoffman's character like in the beginning is like, I don't know if it's because it's like the time period, like it's the 1960s, late 60s. It's like 67 I think when the movie came out. So he's like very like cordial to his neighbors and stuff like that, but he's like very stiff and awkward.
Well, yeah, I think
it's cultural.
That might be the biggest problem that you have with it, is that you're like putting too much of like present day.
Oh no, definitely that is
into
because he acts like such a creep when he's like trying to get the daughter to like go out with him and stuff like that, and to continue the relationship. He like just goes crazy and like does like anything to like get to talk to her and like get her back. And I'm just like, you had sex with her mom and then like are starting to act really crazy. Like any normal person would be like, no, leave me alone, stop following me.
It's the 60s, so I think that's the thing. You can't like hate on it because it's like
Roger Ebert also obviously like reviewed it when it first came out, and he would like agreed. He was like, it's really great, like it's a really great movie. And then he like later he's like, I rewatched it and I think it's like kind of lost its sparkle over time. Like it hasn't aged well as a movie. Like he was saying like now he sees like why he like sides more with the parents like of the wife that.
Yeah, because he's probably a parent now, too.
Well, he's dead.
Or whatever. Like.
But, I don't know. I just, like, couldn't get behind him as a character. And, like, he's the main character. He's, like, in every scene. There's nothing redeeming about him. And I know there's, like, you don't have to like the main character, like, to have it be a good movie. And obviously, like, there's a lot of movies where the main character isn't a good person. It's still a really good movie. But I feel like it's the kind of movie that you're supposed to be rooting for this guy. And I'm just not the entire time.
Yeah.
So I was just like, this movie is weird. And it's supposed to be kind of like a satire, but I didn't laugh really at all through the movie. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I don't know. The only thing was it was very nicely shot, like very beautiful. And the music was really great because Simon and Garfunkel like pretty much did the whole thing. Those are my 2 pluses about it. Besides that, I was like, I don't like it.
I haven't seen it, but I'm playing devil's advocate, and I totally think it's the whole cultural thing. Because, I mean, you go back now and see movies you saw when you were little and you're like, what the heck?
Yeah, like, this movie's messed up.
Yeah. So I think it's one of those things.
I think I just really wanted to like it.
Yeah.
Because it's a classic. And everyone's like, oh, it's really good. But, not down.
Not down.
I think that puts me up to date.
On your movies?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, me too.
Movies to see still. Whiplash, Birdman. I have a whole list on my computer. But I think those are my top 2.
Movies until next.
I want to see those 2 before. I feel like I'm missing one that I really want to see, but I can't think about it right now. I don't know. We went through a lot of movies in a short amount of time.
We did.
Hopefully there'll be more stuff to talk about.
Yeah. It's the holidays. The holidays are always hard. All you really do is eat and sleep.
Yeah, so difficult.
So difficult. Like right now I just want to sleep some more.
Yeah. I want to take a nap.
Yeah. We are still trying to figure out life, you know.
I think we should update them every couple when there's news. Oh, I got an A in my screenwriting class.
News!
That's news. I feel like this is... If we had, like, a traditional grandma, we could send her this. So, like, she could be updated on our lives.
We don't have a traditional grandma.
No, we don't.
Plus, she doesn't have internet, so...
That's true. She doesn't have internet, so there'd be no way she could listen to this.
Yeah.
Also, she does not speak English, so
no, that'd even be more, she'd be like,
more difficult for her.
But in Spanish, like, ¿qué es esto?
You're high. You're high. Your voice went up so high.
It did.
The grandma's voice isn't even high.
No, it's more like,
it's a yell.
Yeah, it's more
like
a
screech.
Yell. Sorry if that hurt your ears.
Yeah.
If you're listening with
also,
headphones.
sorry, Grandma, for talking.
Sorry, Grandma.
We love you.
Yeah, well, thanks for
listening
as always. Make sure to follow us on Twitter. We, letter R, semi-serious, and on Tumblr and Facebook, like us.
And most importantly, SoundCloud, where they can hear our episodes.
SoundCloud.
SoundCloud.com. We are the whole word. We are semi-serious. That's where we upload all our episodes. and you can listen to all of them. I like how progressively they have gotten less and less listens. Oh, it's really tight.
But it's okay. Started from the bottom, and eventually we'll get there.
Actually, we started from the top, and now we're heading towards the bottom.
Well, happy holidays.
Happy holidays, you guys.